Wexler for TEC Infrared Grills. Today we're going to be talking about our pizza rack accessory available for the Sterling Patio and Patio grills. This rack is amazing because it basically turns your grill into an infrared pizza oven at home. So you can produce amazing, delicious pizzeria style pizzas with nothing else than this rack. I'm going to show you how to use it by demonstrating some of our favorite recipes. I'm going to give you lots of ideas of what you can do using fresh dough, frozen dough, even flatbread. So let's get started. So the first pizza we're going to make today is using fresh dough. What I have here is some wonderful dough just from my local pizzeria. You can actually get them to give you a ball of dough if you ask very nicely. You can also buy some dough from your local grocery store in the deli section, or you can also make your own at home. So whatever you like to do, go ahead and get your dough ready, roll it out about 15 minutes before you want to actually put it on the grill because you really want to let it rest. So I've got it rolled out here and I put it on some parchment paper on top of my pizza peel. And this is going to make it super easy to get the pizza on and off the grill. Do not dress your pizza until you're just about ready to put it on the grill because you don't want the toppings and the dough to get real soggy. So we have preheated our grill on high heat for about 10 to 15 minutes. You want to get the pizza rack very hot to start to simulate a pizza oven. Then we're going to actually turn the heat down and let the pizza cook in the oven. What we're making today is going to be a marinara sauce on the base here. And I'm just going to spoon a little bit of the sauce onto the dough. You do not want to go crazy with toppings when you're making pizza at home. A little goes a long way. So always when you think you want a little bit more, don't put it on. Just kind of barely coat the dough with the sauce. Next, I'm going to top it with some mozzarella cheese. I'm going to top it with a little bit of prosciutto, just enough to kind of give every bite a little piece of that yummy bacon. I also am going to have some arugula that I'm going to finish the pizza with, but whenever you're working with delicate greens or with herbs, you don't want to add that onto the pizza until the very end when you actually take it off. So super easy to do, so we're ready to go. I'm going to walk over here and actually put the pizza onto the grill. I'm going to slide it right on, close the hood, and again, turn the heat down to low at this point. Okay, the pizza's been on for just a few minutes, and so what I did is went ahead and pulled out the parchment paper. The crust is already set, and so you really don't need the paper anymore at this point. You can actually let the pizza just sit there and allow the radiate heat coming up, the infrared energy. Go ahead and cook the pizza. Oh wow, look at that perfectly brown crust. We do have a little bubbles going on. If you like, you can go ahead and take a knife and just kind of pop the bubbles a little bit. I personally like those in my pizza, but definitely a personal preference there. And let's take a look at the crust. I'm gonna pull my peel up and beautiful brown crust. The infrared heat really gives you a super, super crispy crust. Now is the time when I wanna go ahead and add some fresh greens to it. I'm putting on a little fresh arugula. And then the final little part, I love to add a little drizzle of balsamic glaze to my pizza at this point, just to give it a little bit of sweetness and little extra juice to that wonderful pizza. And now when you cut it, using a pizza rocker, isn't that beautiful? Pick up a piece of that wonderful cheesy prosciutto pizza. For our next pizza, we're going to be doing a flatbread pizza. I love using thin little flatbreads as a base for the pizza because the crust is pretty much already cooked. So you really just need to add your toppings and away you go. And the great thing about that is it's really, really versatile and actually holds up extremely well to whatever toppings that you put onto the pizza. In this case, today we're going to do a fun little twist on a barbecue chicken pizza. So we have some wonderful roasted chicken right here. If you'd like the recipe for our roasted chicken, you should definitely check out our smoker roaster accessory video. But first what we're going to start with is our barbecue sauce. Again, when you're doing these kind of pizzas, you do not want to put too much sauce onto the pizza, just a little bit to kind of get a thin layer onto the flatbread and kind of spread it out, even get it close to the edge on the flatbread. On the edge, it cooks into this wonderful kind of caramely sauce that adds a little bit extra flavor to the pizza. Next up, I'm going to add some fresh mozzarella. And so this is a little bit different than dried mozzarella or part skim mozzarella. The thing about it is that you really need to dry the mozzarella off before you use it on the pizza. You want to pat it dry very, very firmly between 2 paper towels. Let it sit there for about 15-20 minutes, and then it's going to go nicely on your pizza. Again, not too much cheese. I know you want to put a lot of cheese on, but try not to. It will melt and create a wonderful topping here. I'm going to add a little sliced red onion to my pizza as well. So just a couple of slices of the sliced red onion there, just to add a little bit of bite to it. And then that wonderful roasted chicken is going to be the final topping here. And not too much. I keep saying that, but it's really important not to overload your pizza. All right, we are ready to go. So in this case, because the flatbread is so thin, you want to preheat your grill on roughly about a medium low to even a low temperature, because you don't want the crust to burn too quickly. You want to make sure that there's enough heat coming over that can melt the toppings on top, but not that it will burn the crust. So let's go ahead and check and see. Our rack is nice and preheated, ready to go. It's going to go ahead and slide the pizza off onto the pizza rack. And we're going to close it and come back in roughly about 5 minutes or so. And look at that, it's already crispy and cheese is melted and we're ready to go. And as I mentioned earlier, you want to make sure and add your fresh herbs or any delicate greens at the very end of cooking. So here I'm just going to add a little sprinkle of freshly chopped parsley, and we're ready to eat. For our last pizza today, we are actually going to do a frozen pizza, because we get it. Sometimes you're so busy at home, you don't have time to worry about making all those wonderful pizzas that I just showed you how to make. With our TEC accessory, the pizza rack, you can actually have a quality pizza at home using a frozen pizza. The one thing you want to do though with your frozen pizza is let it sit out at room temperature about 15 to 20 minutes before you actually put it on the grill. That's going to give you the best results. The other thing you want to do is preheat your grill on medium heat for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then we're going to go ahead and slide the pizza directly onto the pizza rack and close it up. We're going to turn the heat down to low, and we're going to let it cook for roughly about 15 minutes or so. And it looks ready. How you can tell that is because we have this nice brown on the edge. Our toppings are nice and melted in the middle, and the pepperoni looks nice and crispy. You can even see that we've got a beautiful brown crust on the bottom. That's the best thing about cooking with infrared heat, is you're going to get that crispiness from the crust all the way up through the pizza. And that's all there is to it. So easy to cook professional quality pizza, even frozen pizza, on the infrared pizza rack from TEC Grills.